Panthers. Welcome to this week's Coach's Show. I'm Fletcher Newman here with Coach Middleton to discuss the upcoming basketball season. Coach, how excited are you and the players for the opening basketball season?
We're really excited. We think we have a really good team this year, and should really challenge for a district and hopefully a regional championship. Those are our goals as we enter into this season. We're off to a good start with 2-0. Wins Saturday night over Saxe at home, and a pretty convincing win last night over North Mesquite. So we feel good about our chances. You know, we just want to continue to get better as the season goes along and start playing our best basketball at the end of the season.
Now, like you said, you already played a couple scrimmages and games, but what have you seen in those games that you think will really help the Panthers in district this year?
A lot of different things. You know, I think we're a deep team. I think we have some depth, playing 10 guys right now. We have some youth. We have some very experienced players. We got 7 seniors, but, you know, 2 juniors start. And got a sophomore and a freshman that are contributing. So, you know, we got a balanced group right now. And, you know, we're feeling pretty good about ourselves. We just got to keep working and getting better every day.
Coming out of last year, what are some improvements that you've seen your players make that will help the team be better than the last year?
Experience is always the wisest teacher. So we have some really experienced young men. Madison's a senior who has been through the wars. Amari Bobbitt, Jax Tallispaw, Halen Matiza. All of these kids have been in wars, you know, and like we say in the game of basketball, experience is at some point becomes the most valuable aspect. Now, infusing them in with some younger kids, a couple of juniors, Luke Reynolds and Corbin Green, their contributions should steadily increase as the year goes on. And got a couple other senior contributors, Roderick Rita and is a senior that's going to be a very positive complement to the team. Young kids, Taylor Toby's a sophomore I'm excited about, and Kelton Williams is a freshman I'm excited about. So we should be fine moving forward.
Now, we came out as co-district champions last year. So what are your predictions for how district will play out this year?
Nothing less than that, that's for sure. We want to be the outright district champion. You know, Red Oak will have something to say about that. Of course, they're a very good basketball team. So, you know, you just got to take every game as its own personal game and attack it as such. And, you know, I'm really worried about playing our best basketball at the end of the season than I am right now.
Like you said, the Red Oak Hawks came out as the other co-district champ. So what do you expect from them in this year's round of district play?
Those are going to be 2 intense ball games. I can guarantee you that. Red Oak's really good. And, you know, they were picked to win it last year, the district, and we upset them at home. And people don't tend to forget about that. So we're looking forward to it, though. You know, we think we got a good group, good group of young men, and we're strong. And, you know, the best is yet to come, I think.
We have some players with us here today. Coach, can you tell us a little about who's here?
Madison just had, last week was one of the best weeks probably of his basketball career. He signed his national letter of intent to Oklahoma Christian University and then followed that up with his career season and career high of 30 points and 10 rebounds. So he's with us tonight. He's senior co-captain. The other gentleman with Nike is Jax Tallispaw. So Jax is a senior as well, and would have probably had 30 last night had he had gotten foul trouble. Made his first 3 threes, did he? Kind of got in foul trouble. So, but both of these guys are 4-year basketball guys in the Mid-Low basketball program. They were part of our state tournament run. They were sophomores at that time, so their experience and their leadership has got to be the thing that guides us through and takes us to the next level.
All right, let's visit with them. First, we have Nike Madison. Nike, what are you most looking forward to this season?
Probably just staying focused throughout the whole season and making a a deep run, just mostly just taking every game at a time and never taking it for granted because you never know when it can be taken away from you.
Is there anything you or the team has improved on in the offseason coming out of last year?
Mostly just experience throughout our play and just working together as a team.
What are some things that you think the team needs to improve on throughout the season to get to the level that y'all want to be at?
Pretty much ultimate unselfishness and just sharing the ball and making the right pass at the right time every time.
We also have Jack Tallesball with us. Jack, can you tell us a little bit about the game last night?
We had a good crowd last night. I think it pumped some of our guys up, and we came out ready to play and took care of business.
How do you think the Panthers will fare in district?
I think this year Coach Middleton has put us in a pretty good preseason, a couple of good 6A teams, so I think we'll be ready for district.
What's one of the biggest things that you've improved on over the offseason?
I think I've improved my shooting and playmaking ability.
Thanks, guys. Coach, what do you think that the biggest obstacle to overcome this season will be?
Ourselves. We you got to stay together as a group and eliminate all outside influences. This is our team, and we got to treat it as such. And when you're together as one, you're much stronger than individuals. So usually what destroys a team from reaching its full potential is the internal factors. So if we can control ourselves and be focused as a group, we have the ability to be a really special team.
What's one of our strengths that will give the Panthers an edge against the other teams in our district?
We have great size. We have 4 kids 6'3", 6'4" or better, and strong and athletic. Our depth, is also, I think, a key factor, will be a key factor in our overall success. And I think we have a winning culture right here at Midlothian right now. There's a lot of expectations to win at a high level. We've proven before that, deep runs are possible and necessary, and that excitement that exists when you really do make a deep run. These 2 kids over here have experienced that, and there's nothing like that. That you can't buy that, can't rent it. There's no substitute for it. It's all about hard work and determination and commitment, and so those are the factors that will decide it.
Y'all had a game yesterday against North Mesquite, and y'all came out with a big win of 74-37. Now, what were some of your takeaways from that game?
I thought, the intensity level was there, as Jack stated. It was kind of even though we played Saturday, it was the first real home game, I thought, where the students were there. Our beloved Midlow student section had their influence on the game, it's easy to get motivated when the gym's like that. And I think that had a factor. When our talent kind of showed a little bit last night, we got a lead early, and when you get a lead early and you play looser and less, because Saxy the other night was, we kind of limped through that game. We weren't real fluid. It was our first game jitters, I think, though we were much more relaxed, and it showed in our play. We had 74 points last night and 57 against Saxy. So, and making shots helped. Jack started off 3 for 3 from the 3-point line, and Luke Reynolds hit one. So we shot the ball well. That always helps.
Well, that wraps up this week's edition of the Coaches Show. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks to Coach Middleton, Mike Madison, and Jack Tossball for being here. The Panthers' next game will be tomorrow at Highland Park High School. We hope to see you there, and we'll see you next week.